I woke up, I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, it's probably that knocked out.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's go through this. Circle رفع نصب الجار or نصب الجار for the اسم.
Nasab.
فئتين.
Nasab.
Try again.
Aren't Aini is all Nasab? If it's not
How do you
Nasab, then
what? Say that again.
like from the textbook, like anything that's Aini is Nasab
How do I
dual.
say how do I say this thing in jar?
Hmm. So I guess it's the same thing then. So it could be either or.
So the answer would be
D.
very good. All right. المنافقون.
I put that as Rafa. A.
Very good.
Una.
Yep. Because of una. واحدة.
A. Dammatain.
Yep. رفع. الشهوات.
Uh, 4. D. Nasabarcher.
Yep. Very good. And do you know what's the tense of it?
Ati.
Like,
Uh,
yeah. Is it a masculine, feminine,
it's a feminine
sound, it's broken plural?
sound.
All
That's a
right,
sound
feminine.
feminine.
Okay, good. راسي.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. راسخونة.
Okay. A. Nasab, which I'm guessing it's
Very
Nasabarcher. No,
Nope.
it is Nasab. Yeah, that's what I had. Okay.
Okay. Wait, راسخونة is? What's راسخونة?
Oh, that's A. Una. Rafa.
Very good. All right. كافرة.
Rafa. Jammatain.
All right. عبرة.
Nasabarcher.
Nope.
Nasab.
Yep. Why nasab?
Fathatain.
Why not nasab or jar? Hey,
Because
Ibrahim, give me 1 second, man. I think my mom's calling me. Give me 1 second. Hello? वालेकुम सलाम. हाँ, actually मैं अभी वो पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं. तो आपको बाद में call. So like that's what happened like a couple of minutes ago. All right. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. All right. عاقبة.
Rafa. Fathatain. Jammatain.
Very good. المكذبين.
D. Nasabarcher. Ina.
Very good. Very good. نفس.
Rafa. Jammatain.
Good. واللذان.
Uh, uh, 11. A. Annie.
Why?
Annie. That is.
You know the number of it?
Uh, sorry?
Do you know the number of it? The number?
Annie. That's. No, I don't. Let me
It's
check.
dual.
Yeah.
Dual. How about خصماني?
A, same thing. Dual رفع.
Okay.
13B نسب.
Okay. مريم.
A دم.
All right. حاسد.
D نسب رجع.
Nope.
جر.
Yep. Why?
كسرتين.
All right. Kasratain always denotes in a singular form that it's jar, nothing else.
Got it.
All right. Cool. Alrighty. So what did we go over last time? Let's talk about that. We went over how to identify a word which is nasab. So we said that it's identified based on the number, and that there are singular, dual, and plural ways and sound feminine ways to identify them. That meaning that they are identified in there according to their category. So within singular words, if they end in fatha or fathatain, for example, musliman or al-muslima, then it's going to be singular. For dual forms, if it's going to be aini, muslimaini, then it's going to be nasab in this form. And then we mentioned that for muslimina, it's going to be nasab or jar, looking like that. So we need nasab or jar. Meaning it's not just going to be nasab or jar because they're both the same. You don't know how to differentiate them. So think of it as two things glued together. Muslimatin and muslimati, same thing. And then for jar, we mentioned that al-muslimi, right? And then muslimin are the main ways to tell if something is jar in the singular form. And then muslimaini, muslimina, muslimatin, and muslimati, same thing. They're nasab or jar. So those are the two lessons, and that's that. So now let's open up to this isn't working. Check out my screen, man. That's my background. Every day I look at
Nostalgia. Or
it, I get happy. Literally, when I look. Okay. Classes. Open up the book. By the way, I'm coming home for January.
nice.
Yeah. Right into the cold.
Yeah. Is that like what ends up being break time over there?
Yeah, it's basically 12 days, but I'm extending it to 20 because I'm like, screw it.
Are you still? I was about to say based in New Jersey, but like, that wouldn't make any sense. Do you still live in New Jersey? Or
I like saying it, but conceptually I don't because I don't really have anyone there anymore, like from family. So right since Atlanta, Jersey address, there's no one really going to be there besides my friend. So
got it.
no, so that's that. But yeah, I mean, technically, I can't say that I live with my parents or whatnot because I don't live with my parents, and I haven't lived with my parents in years. So that's the only thing. So it's sort of like I'm in one of those like in between stages.
Floating around
So
between.
yeah, so yeah, because even when I come back, right after I finish up in India, I'm going to Connecticut for a year, to finish up my master's. So I'll
That
technically be in Connecticut,
what's the place?
and
Hartford Seminary.
yeah, What about it?
Oh no, that I was just putting two and two together. Connecticut Hartford Seminary.
Okay. Yep. So I'll be there. So I already got into their master's program, so they were nice enough to let me sort of do my thing out here.
How long does India usually take? Or I'm pretty sure it all depends. So what specifically? What's the duration that you're looking at?
I'll be here for this year, and then after this year, 2 more years.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll be here for a while.
Good old India. But you're friends with like a lot of the mashayikh in America that also took a similar route that you're taking right now, huh?
Give or take. Give or take. Sheikh Yasser, I mean, from Al Maghrib, I've known him for a while. I'm pretty close to him. I was talking to him earlier today, actually.
Hmm.
Just, there's him, Sheikh Yasser Qadi, Hussein Kamani, Brother Noman, Sheikh Yasser. So, yeah, I mean, they're more teachers than friends, but yeah, they're at that level too. So they've been pretty supportive of me during this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
All right, let's look at this. Go to page number 23. This is a pretty easy section, so it's going to be as straightforward as I'm going to make it. And it's not going to make a single word of sense to you, but it's as simple as it is. You'll be like, wait, why are you teaching me this type of thing? But you'll see. Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay. So heavy and light words, very basic concept. Okay. So a lot of people usually when they go through this lesson they overthink it because they think it shouldn't be as simple as it is, but it's simply categorizations. It's to demarcate something, and that's all it is. Now, why do words become heavy or light? It doesn't matter right now. Just know that they do become heavy or light. Once we get more into this book, you'll learn how they become heavy or light. So. Yeah, so all you need to know right now is how they become, or rather, why they are heavy and light, and how do you tell if something is heavy or light. So the first category is a heavy ism. So what is a heavy ism? Well, before we get into that, I want you to assume one thing, that all isms are heavy by default. Meaning, if I ask you about an ism, and an ism we said it could be muslimun, kutabun, rahmatun. Right? I'll say, is it heavy? And you have to tell me if it is or if it isn't. Now, generally, if there's no reason for it to be light, it is not going to be light. It's going to be heavy. So if the ism is going to be heavy by default, it means you leave it heavy unless there's a reason to make it light. If there is no reason, leave it. Now, if you're referring to an ism as heavy, it means one of two things. If you're referring to it as heavy, the first is you're going to be dealing with words that end in una, ina, ani, or ani. Okay, the ism ends in una, ina, ani, or ani. That's the first thing. So this is dealing with dual words and plural words. So muslimuna, muslimina, muslimani, muslimaini. So all of those words that the ism, it ends in una, ina, ani, ani. And just to bring the example home, it'll work with any of these types of words, which are what do you call it? They're basically ending in the last word area. So you have, for example, muslimuna, salihuna or hina, right? Mujahidina. For the FBI that's listening, it just means people who strive. So relax before you want to throw an entrapment case at me. So yeah, it's just that they have the noon, right? So the noon is being demarcated. Right? You have all those noons. So going back to the book. So the ism ends in una, ina, ani, or ani. There it's heavy. Or the ism ends in tanween. Muslimun, musliman, muslimin, muslimatun, muslimatin. Any of the tanweens, the double accents. Double accent word equals heavy. That's what it means. All right. Now light. Light. Actually, do you have any questions about heavy right now, or this is what it's defined by heavy? But do you have any questions about it?
No, it's pretty straightforward so far.
Okay. All right. So let's go to light. Now, light ism, same thing. There has to be a reason for it to be light. And at this point, as I mentioned before, you should only be concerned about recognizing what a light ism is, not how it becomes light, but you should know. I'm sorry. You should be. What do I just write here? Yeah, you should know. You should know what a light ism looks like, not how it becomes light. And you'll learn how it becomes light in the days to follow. Now, when an ism is referred to as light, it means one of two things. All right, it means one of two things. Number one is that an ism which has una, ina, ani, or aini, all right, as I mentioned before, all we do is we remove the noon at the end. So instead of muslimuna, you have muslimu. Instead of muslimina, you have muslimi. Instead of musliman, you have muslima. And instead of muslimain, you have muslimay. Now, it looks weird. We don't know why it happens, but just know it happens. That's the most important thing. That's the first one. The second one is an ism which ends in tanween, but the second haraka is removed, meaning it doesn't end in tanween technically. Muslimu, muslima, muslimi, muslimatu, muslimati. See, one of the accents is removed. You don't know why, but you know that it is. So essentially, to make an ism light in any of the above situations, remove the noon sound. This is the golden rule you want to remember. All right? If you want to make it light, you want to remove the noon sound. Okay, so that's basically what it is. So now, I just want you to go through these words. Any questions?
No, pretty straightforward.
Okay, good. Wahidatun, heavy or light?
Heavy. Tanween.
Very good. All right. Jaza'i.
Jaza'i, light, second haraka removed.
Jaza'i is what? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's light because the second haraka is removed.
Very good. Munafiquna.
Munafiquna, that's una, heavy.
Very good. Ithmin.
Ithmin, heavy, fathat, kasratain.
Very good. Very good. And then Muslimati.
Light, no tanween, no noon.
All right. Good, good. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So muslimati, good. Qalama.
Qalama, that's light.
How do I make it heavy?
Add another fatha.
Mm,
Add a dammatin, qalamun.
okay, you could do that, but what? But actually, here you would add a noon. Qalamani, 2 pens.
Qalamani. Ani.
Mhm. How about adaba?
Adaba, that's light. You can make it heavy by just putting another fatha. Adaban.
Good. Karimu.
Karimu, that's light.
All right. Rahimuna.
Rahimuna, that's heavy. Una.
All right. Walladani.
Walladani, that's also heavy. Ani.
Okay. Good. Good. Mu'raduna.
Again, heavy. Una.
How do I make it light?
Ooh. How do you make it light? Let me think about it. Just take away the noon. Mu'ridu.
Very good. Yep. How about muslamu? Light or heavy?
That's light. No.
How do I make it heavy?
Just put a noon. Or you can, yeah, just put a noon with a.
Okay. All right. Ta'ibatin.
Heavy.
All right. Ghaflatun.
Heavy.
All right. Aqlu.
Light.
All right. Good. Good. I think that's it. Flexibility. Yeah, this is going to be a headache later when we do it. All right. I'm going to do one more section with you, and we'll call it a day. Actually, I'll send you some homework, and that'll be it. Pretty simple section, but you're going to find it getting confusing much later.
All right. Yep.
Cool. But yeah, that's that.
Cool.
It's that. Hey, so hold on one second.